It's going to be Ponlo joining us. Ponlo,
Hello.
I heard you. Congratulations, first of all. I saw
Hi.
the excitement on everybody's webcams. You have to borrow somebody's webcam right now. You broke yours. You were so
Yeah.
excited.
I don't know what happened to mine, but well, too bad, I guess.
You'll have to get another one, but I mean that's a problem for further down the line. You guys played some amazing Dota, and I can't say it again too many times. Congratulations, getting this qualification for TI. What's the feelings going on right now in the room?
I mean half of the guys are not even here. I don't know. I still can't really believe it. I mean, I've been playing this game.
70 could get in here if he wants to.
Yeah, he can speak English. Maybe he'll come. 他说你可以来，你会说英文。I mean, I can't really believe it yet. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take me a couple hours because I mean, I've been playing this game for like, I don't know, 14 years or something. And this is like my first TI. Kind of like how Tianming, I think last year was Tianming's first TI.
Yeah.
After 10 years of playing. So I think how I feel like is similar to how he felt last year.
When that GG was called, did it just feel like a big load off your shoulders after 14 years of working towards this point?
To be honest, not really, like, because it's not really, most of the time it's not like a burden I carry that like I haven't been to a TI for I don't know how many years. Most of the time I try not to think about it because at the end of the day I'm just doing it because I'm excited to do it every day, you know. You wake up and you're excited to make progress and like be in a team and like work on your weaknesses and your flaws, and like it's such a Dota is such a, like, you have to be so introspective, I feel like, to be a pro player. You keep needing to like reflect. It's just a very nice, very rewarding process for me. So I try not to think about the, you know, the career trajectory and all that nonsense, because at the end of the day it's like you can just like be a nobody and then come in and win a TI or 2 TIs and then you can disappear. It's like, who cares, you know? At the end of the day, it's like, it's your own life, your own career. You just do what you want. And yeah, that's how I try to think about it. I try not to let it get to me.
Yeah. Right. And go for it, Lacoste.
What was the expectations for you guys coming into TI qualifiers? Do you guys talk about it, like as when you see the steady progress, you're slowly going through this upper bracket? Is it something that affects you? Like there's a lot of pressure, of course, playing the TI qualifiers. How do you guys deal with that?
Yeah, I think before we won versus IG yesterday, I don't think any of us were stressed because we didn't really have like expectations to like win. It's like we have been training very hard for like quite a while. So I think we just want ourselves to play what we practiced and not like disappoint ourselves when it comes to how we play, and disappoint each other with how we play. And it's like we just get as far as that can get us, you know. If that is like one step too short of qualifying, then so be it, you know. I at least for me, I didn't have this like, oh, if I lose I'm gonna be so disappointed. But to be honest, after winning IG yesterday, then like stress started to build for me, like, because I saw like some people were saying, or like I see on some Twitter or something that, or 1 BO3 away from TI, you know. I've never been 1 BO3 away from TI, you know. It's like suddenly I feel like, the fuck. I feel like I didn't even know I was in this spot, and then suddenly I'm here in this spot, and then yeah. Sorry, I'm just yapping.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
get it all out. Let it out.
Emotions flow. Yeah.
That's what we want to see. When it comes down to a coach, does he help you? Does Blink help you with the mental side of the game as well, being a TI winning coach, or?
Blink, I think he's more like chill. He's more like laid back. He doesn't get into like. He's not like super heated, you know. The other players like Chinese players can usually be pretty heated sometimes, the way they talk. He brings an element of like calmness and like, I would say like logic, you know, to the room.
Okay.
When it comes to the mental side, I think no, we didn't really talk about it. Like the whole team, we didn't really like address like, oh, I'm so stressed or something. We just like everyone just tries to do their job, tries to do what they practiced. Just try to execute what they're supposed to execute, and then yeah, like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, when it comes down to shot calling, you're saying, everybody needed to do their job. Who's making the shot calls during the game? Because I've seen you guys playing super aggressive. Even when you're on the back foot, you're still trying to make plays around the map instead of just being inside the base and waiting for 10, 15 minutes for game to end.
I think for our team, I mean, obviously everyone talks, right? And everyone shot calls. But I think for the most part, we listen to our carry. I think he's just a beast. I think he's like one of the best carry players I've ever played with.
That's a big praise.
Yeah, he's just a beast. Like he always has a good the perspective on how to play the game, I think. And he knows how we need to help him, and so he like explains it very simply, so it's easy for us, because the rest of us can get a bit like too like, oh, this guy, that guy, we're like trying to kill everyone on both sides, of opposite sides of the map. It can get a bit too hectic. So yeah, I guess because he's a veteran. So
yeah, what was he saying during that third game? Because it felt like you guys were just playing around and waiting for his big timing, delaying the game until he gets his items. So what was he saying, if you could share that?
I think the early game I just heard some noises like, oh. They were having a rough time, but it's like when if he is having a rough game, which is very rare that he's having a rough game, then someone else has to step up, right? I said something along the lines of like, just leave him alone. Let's just go play to our strong heroes. And then when he started to have items, he was nearing the Arganians, he was nearing the BKB, and they were nearing the point where their matchups, like their hero matchups, the Drow and the Razor versus the Lash and the TB, like became more and more important and more prominent because of the items they have. Then they started to shot call heavier and heavier that, like, don't do dumb stuff, like he said, like, just group for this row, group for this, group for that, like, don't die. It's like a lot of reminders of like, don't die. Because it's our time to go, If you die, then it's like, we have to wait 50 seconds and miss our timing. Something like that.
Yeah. Very important not to die in Dota, especially in a high-stake game like this. Any shout-outs that you have, like, about your... I wanted to ask you about, you talked about your personal, the way you are growing as a player. Is there a certain player that you look up to, that you try to learn the most from?
Right. Interesting. I mean, it changes from different points of time, but probably right now, one of the best post-4 players I would say is Saksa, actually. Even though he's not really playing, I keep a keen eye on what he's playing, because I think, he has so much free time on his hands. He's not in the team, right? So he's just like flipping through heroes every day, and he's just like finding OP shit to play. So I keep a keen eye on Saksa most of the time, but I learn from all post-4s. Like, I watch every pro post-4 player I watch their replays. In terms of shout out to my girlfriend, Katya, who has been supporting me for like the past 1-2 years. And who else to shout out to? Mr. Death Summer, because he's watching.
Okay.
Oh man, Ponlo, one last question.
Yeah.
As how do you feel? You said you're being introspective throughout your time with the side of Team Zero. What's your biggest takeaway about this last qualifier? What's the biggest thing that you think, as an individual or a team, that you've taken away from this qualifier? Is there something special about these last few matches, these last few days?
I think leading up to this point, it's not like we own a lot of scrims, we kind of have a 50% win rate or something. We lose against like a lot of teams that you wouldn't even think are like top tier teams, like but what I learned from these qualifiers, I think, is that not everyone can bring their best game every game. So you don't have to dwell too much on your weaknesses of your team. You focus on your strengths and how to cover your weaknesses, and then you just play your best game. And it's like that can be enough. Like today, I think it can be enough to beat some of these teams that are like supposedly better than you. You know, like you don't have to think like every S tier team is like so insurmountable, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all the questions we've got for you. Go celebrate with your team. It's been truly an honor to see this moment happen for you guys. I'm so proud for you guys that this has happened, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll be seeing you real soon coming up at TI.
Holy shit. Still can't believe I'm going to TI. What the fuck? I'm not going home? What?
No, you're going to TI, man. You're going. Prepare. You
Where's
gotta pack
TI?
some bags.
Copenhagen?
You're gonna be playing TI.
I don't even know where TI is. Alright.
Look it up. We're going to
Even-
Copenhagen.
Where the hell is
Denmark.
Copenhagen?
We're-
Where the hell is Denmark, dude? I don't even know.
Start making some plans. Start looking it up. You got some
Alright.
travel information to get going. But please go celebrate with your team. Congratulations again. All the best to you and your team, please.
Good luck. Good luck.
you.
Prepare
Thank you, guys.
underwear and prepare your mouse and keyboard. That's all you need. Prepare your skill
Thank
for
you.
Denmark.
Oh, man.
See you guys.
We'll
Bye.
talk to you later. Later.
Bye.